All right, y'all, here we go. So, Tasha K. Y'all know Unwind with Tasha K, the YouTube channel. Tasha K, the YouTuber, the vlogger, the famous, popular vlogger, right? She previews a clip on her page of her interviewing Will Smith's alleged former assistant, right? And this alleged former assistant, he goes on and alleges that he walked in on Duane Martin having relations with Will Smith, with the Fresh Prince, right? With Mike Lowry, okay? But that's not all. He describes it in detail. He said he looking for Will and looking for Duane Martin. He has the key to Duane Martin's dressing room. He goes in Duane Martin's dressing room, and what does he see? He says he sees Will Smith bent over a couch and Duane Martin, and I quote, killing him, right? He said it was murder up in there. And I said, wow, first of all, that's extremely graphic. That's crazy to say it like that, to even describe it like that, right? But then I thought about this too. I'm like, man, he in this interview and he telling all Will Smith business, right? And in the clip, the preview clip, you see a video of this alleged former assistant and Will Smith talking to each other. Will Smith's arm is around the guy's arm is around Will Smith. They seem like they really know each other, that they are really trusting of one another, etc. And again, I may have gotten too much from that one video, but they seem to know each other and they know each other very well. He in this interview telling all Will business, right? Talking about he heard Will Smith got a small you know what, and you know, Jada might be used to a baby leg, a dude with a baby leg, and no matter how much you give her all these type of what's the word I'm looking for? Give her all these type of jewelry and whatever. You spend all the money on her, all you want. Some women want that baby leg, and that's it. And if you ain't got that, it's over with, right? But he's describing all this stuff in detail about Will, and I'm like, damn. It starts something about that. Listening to him talk about that, it felt dirty. It felt foul. It felt like really, really like, I don't know, man. It really felt, disgusting in a way, right? And see, this is when I saw this, I said, man, you really got to be careful who you befriend in this world, right? You really got to be careful who you befriend in this world, because if, and I quote, if, it's a big if this is true, man, listen, I know this shit right there. I know that hurt Will Smith. Even if it ain't true, somebody that you feel like you were close to, somebody that you feel like was a friend, somebody that you feel like you could trust, going out and doing some shit like this, that's foul. Cause you know, and this is crazy, to get some clicks, some views, 20 minutes of fame. I don't know if Tasha K pays for interviews. I'm not sure, but maybe she did. Maybe she gave him a bag. Who knows? But it's wild to me, right? You got to be careful who you befriend in this world, because one day when things aren't going the way that person you befriend, when it's not going their way, they will rake you through the coals and feed you to the wolves and won't blink an eye about that shit. Because dude ain't blinking an eye about it. He's telling it all. He don't give a damn about their relationship, none of that, right? And I'm like, yo, that's like, I know Will been getting attacked from a lot of different people who've been close to him. You know what I mean? He getting attacked from different angles. And I know this can't be good for that brother's mental health at all, right? Like, that's a different type of pain. Somebody that you know you cool with and all of that, saying some stuff like this about you to the public. And Tasha K is a very popular YouTube channel. It's going to be everywhere, you know, but she got to, you know, anyway. And I know she got some legal fees that she got to deal with from, Cardi B, you know what I mean? So she got to be careful that Will don't try to block that interview or whatever. But, you know, let's get to the subject at hand, because I've, danced around it. There's been rumors about Will Smith and Duane Martin for a while now, right? I've heard this some years ago. And if I'm not mistaken, did Tisha Campbell talk about Will Smith and Duane Martin's friendship as something, I don't know, in a certain way? I don't know. But I know that Duane Martin was blamed for ruining Lisa Ray's marriage to her husband, right? But she didn't allege any like homosexual activity or nothing like that. She alleged that Duane Martin was bringing women around her husband and trying to put her husband onto women while they were married, and Duane was her friend, right? But these rumors have been going on for a while. And people are trying to feel, some people feel like, yo, aha, I knew it, because some people feel like it was really like, it was weight to those rumors. They feel like it was some smoke behind that. And who knows, because we wasn't there, who knows what happened. But You know, my homeboy, one of my homeboys used to say, he talked to me about Will and Jada. And he felt like there's no way Will is just sitting there accepting this. She gotta have something on Will that he's afraid to lead his woman or something like that, if he does, something will get out. If he snaps out on her, if he cusses her out. Because I'm like, I don't even think Jada want to be married to Will anymore at all. So I don't think she will be mad if he left, because I feel like Will is the only one, telling the world like him and Jada are still in love, or he's the only one acting like he still has a lot of love and an infatuation with Jada. Jada looking like she's just indifferent to it. But I think my boy was basically saying that Will don't badmouth Jada or snap out on her because he feel like Jada got some stuff on him that he don't want the world to know. It could be that Will just don't want to disrespect his wife and the mother of his children like that publicly. It could be just that. But everybody looking like, man, she's looking to embarrass Will at every turn with every little piece of information that she's dropping. And if something like this is true, if Will and Duane Martin had something going on, maybe that's the reason why he not snapping out, because he don't want Jada to reveal it. But now this alleged former assistant is going out and revealing this, right? But let me just transfer to something else, to another part of this. I remember MC Shan. MC Shan was talking about how he was originally supposed to play the role of Will Smith on The Fresh Prince. He was supposed to have that role. And he said, you can believe me if you want, whatever. But he goes on and says that, when he was up for this role, he was around Benny Medina. Benny Medina came out of nowhere, started being on his records. He's like, who the hell is Benny Medina? He meets Benny Medina, and he felt like Benny Medina was making some advances to him. And he was like, yo, it pissed him off. He was hella uncomfortable. And he called Benny Medina a bundle of sticks. It's another derogatory term for somebody being gay, right? And after that, he declined the role, and it never happened. But he Will stepped into that role and became extremely famous. Now, MC Shan is saying, I'm not saying that Will is funny style or nothing like that. But he's saying, listen, I'm not going to go in that type of situation where Benny Medina is making advances at me, and I know Benny was making advances at me. And then he said Will went on to do 6 Degrees of Separation, where he played a man who was, who was gay, right? He was gay, and he was, sleeping with men to get what he wanted, et cetera, in that movie. He said, hey, I can never play a role like that. And I guess he was saying if Benny Medina tried that with him, he probably possibly tried that with Will. Now, Benny Medina is an openly gay man. He's the CEO He's the CEO of the Medina Company, and a man who's worked in the entertainment industry as a producer, talent manager, and record executive, right? For those who don't know, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is really loosely based. It's very, very loosely based on Benny Medina's life. Benny Medina was, what happened? He lost his parents, he lost his mother young, and he was given up for adoption. He was a foster kid. Eventually, he befriended a wealthy white teenager who lived in Beverly Hills, and that white teenager's family allowed Benny Medina to live in a refurbished garage behind their property. And through that, Benny Medina attended Beverly Hills High School, and then he met certain people, etc., and it kind of led to him having a successful life. And so, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is supposed to be loosely based on Benny Medina's life, but Benny Medina also has an attempted sexual assault charge on him, right? From a person that came from 2008 when a young man that was in like his late 20s alleged that Benny Medina tried to forcibly, engage in sexual acts with him. And he denied it, and he fought it off, whatever, etc. If you see, and MC Shan says, listen, MC Shan said he's not alleging that Will is gay, but he was throwing a lot of innuendo out there. He look at the pictures that Benny Medina has taken with Will. Picture with him holding Will's face like this, caressing his face. It's a picture of Will Smith on Benny Medina's back, while Benny Medina's carrying him on his back like he's giving him a piggyback ride or something like that. Something crazy. He was like, yo, he said, them pictures look a little wild, it look a little funny, it look whatever, right? And so MC Shan's not trying to get in trouble, but he really is throwing out there that he feel like Will is a certain type of way due to his friendship and the closest with Benny Medina and certain pictures that he has with Benny Medina. He feels like, listen, if Benny Medina tried me, I know he possibly tried Will, and it's the reason why Will got the Fresh Prince and I didn't. That's what he's alleging, right? And I don't know if any of that is true. Now, you can look up the attempted sexual assault thing on Benny Medina's name. That is a thing out here, right? But I don't know if any of that is true. I don't know if he tried Will Smith in any type of way. But MC Shan, I believe, believes that happened, and he feel like Will may have given in to those advances in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and that's how it led to him getting the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He won't outright say it, but he's alluding to it, right? Then, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air had Quincy Jones on there. People had these rumors about Quincy Jones and Tupac, etc. So it's all type of those type of rumors have been swarming around Will. I feel like since about 2009, 2010, around that time, when we first started hearing the rumors about Jada and Will being swingers. And around those times when those other rumors about Will's sexuality started to come out. So I don't know, man. Who knows? Will Smith's sexuality is his business. My job is just to report this news to y'all. If it is, whatever. But I know that's just wild that a person who's your friend is going out here saying this and putting this on your name. If it's not true, it's even worse. But even if it is true, it's foul. Because the person that you trusted is out here telling the world what he allegedly saw for a bag, for 20 minutes of fame. Or 30 minutes of fame, because they could possibly get him 30 minutes of fame, because he's going to do other interviews after this. Like, you're going to have people like Vlad TV trying to ask him to come on their channel. You're going to have all these other different people, the Art of Dialogue, going to try to get him on there. I'm sure a lot of these other channels are going to try to talk to him, because apparently he has a lot of information to reveal, and he probably got a story of his own being Will's alleged assistant, and he gonna probably tell that story, and it's gonna lead to other stories about Will and Jada and stuff that he's seen, because people are gonna want to hear that due to Jada and Will being a hot topic right now, right? But I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. Again, these rumors have been going on for a while, but who knows if they're true or not. But I know, regardless, Will is like, yo, what the fuck is going on with my life at this point that people are attacking me left and right at every turn? Once again, Will's sexuality is his business, for sure. I'm just reporting the news to y'all. But I'm telling y'all that I've heard these rumors going around for a while, since the 2010s, around that time, early 2010s. Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the video in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.